Hello everybody and welcome back to StarBricks. In today's very special episode, we are looking at the Imperial Hovertank. Now, I made this custom in about a week, and remember that this channel's purpose is to give out LEGO customs for you guys to use. So of course, if you guys would like, I can provide instructions for this very custom. Now, I'm sure that you all want to see what's inside this, but first, let's look on the outside. I tried to make this as detailed as I possibly could. Now, most of the pieces are actually from the Imperial tank set. However, of course, I had to use an extra pieces to make this. Now, if you look at it right now, you'll notice a few modifications from the actual design. The first one would be the large antenna sticking up, and I also made the back section a bit wider so that it could hold a little bit more. Those guns are located right on the front, and then we can also see the side guns. As you can see, you can have a gunner, which is easily removable. This is just a typical angry face guy. He's the one you get in the set, I believe. His back looks fairly similar to the front, actually. Kind of like a cross between a First Order Stormtrooper and a Scout Trooper, I would say. So if we go up, we can actually see that we can close the hatch. It's actually made with a tire. Let me just adjust it for a second. Now we can close it right up, and it closes like that. And so now we can move this up a little bit. It does have wheels on the bottom. It can scoot along quite well. I was going to build a treaded version, as it actually is in the movie, but it was very hard to get any type of treads within a 1x1 space. So I just went with wheels instead. Here are the side guns. So you can see they move easily up and down. I believe they can rotate about maybe a little more than 180. Both sides, of course. And I was actually inspired to build these from the old, very old, Republic Cruiser drop-off set, I think you might call it. So that's what inspired me to do that. It actually looked quite similar. Had two long tubes, and actually had the same pin piece. And then it had a bracket holding the sticks, the tubes, together. Anyway, moving on, we're going to be looking a little bit deeper into the construction of this creation. And here it is. Now, as I was saying about the guns, it's just simple, fairly simple. Now we can see the sloped and grilled front section. That was inspired by the set. Now let's look at the side of this. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's just put that right back on. Now let's look at the side. And you can see I decided to go with tires again. So you have 4 small tires. They fit right in between a 1x8 space, maybe a 1x10 space, I'm not quite sure. And they float the tank, you might say. So that's pretty cool. And if we take a look back at the actual body of the tank, specifically the back of the tank, you're going to notice I made it a little bit wider so that it could carry more than one crate. I also put tiles on the end because I wanted it to do this special thing. And that's if you push both corners, the floor comes out. And if we just get this piece out, it might take a minute. We have an engine, a quite removable engine. I actually used a Nexonites piece here. We can call it the energy core, and the antennae as well. So that's pretty simple. It just goes right in. It's just tile in there. It has a few studs to keep it down. And so it just fits right down in there. And then that plate goes on top, snaps right back down. And there you have it. You have your very own secret compartment. Keep in mind that guns also do fit in there. It is as long as a rifle. Now you can also see some detailing on the back and the antenna. So if we flip it back over, we're actually going to look at something very special right now. If we just remove this guy's helmet, he pops right out. And this is just a regular helmet. And this is another angry face clone. But watch this, the entire front section, if you open that, can come right off. So I'm just gonna take this right off so you can see it. There we go. Okay. So let me just lift it up and you can see the inside. As you can tell, probably from right now, you can actually sit 2 people on the inside. The guy who sticks his head out, I don't know what you'd call him. The lookout, let's say, he sits on this computer-like piece with a bar tile thing in the middle. And that just goes right in. You actually have 4 control sticks. And right beside the navigator, let's say, is the actual pilot. And that pilot holds on due to a plate with a stick sticking up. And you can see that right in the lower left corner. Now, in the back, you can also see the place where the captain would stand, right here. And you can also see a little bit of detailing and engine and stuff back there. Fairly non-advanced stuff. You can actually replace it with whatever. So that's pretty cool. I actually did like the use of the yellow in the front because, believe it or not, they actually have airbags there. I was looking at the cross-sections book, and I think they have airbags there. So yeah, this pilot can go right in. You just put his hand on. It's pretty simple. And so let's get them all back in, and let's fix this thing up. All you need to do is remember to take his helmet off. It only fits if you take his helmet off. And then you just pop his helmet right back on, and it slides into place perfectly. And here it is all fixed up. Let's put the guy back in. And that's about it, guys. So remember that I am allowing you to use this if you so desire, as long as you give me credit. And I also will make instructions if you guys tell me to. This is a little bit bigger of a build than we've done on this channel so far. But if you would like to see this instructions, just go ahead and leave a comment, and I will get to that as soon as I can. If you want to see a parts list as well, I can do that for you. But right now, I think it's time for something extra special. I want to show you guys a little sneak peek of something that I've been working on. And this is the tank, the Separatist tank. It's actually from the Clone Wars. I've been working on this a bit, so this is just a little sneak peek. I haven't quite finished with the top. I'm still waiting on that, and the front. But, you know. So, yeah, little sneak peek. Now, remember everybody, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. You can get all the content as fast as possible. If you want to see any Star Wars vehicle, just leave a comment in the description. It probably won't take me long to make it, and I probably already have plans to do so. This has been StarBricks.